Hello everybody, welcome back to another charting session here on the channel. Today is April 30th, and I'm going to be going over the action today. So we're joined by my girlfriend. She made some slime. And
you made it for me.
Well, I made it. I made that one. She made she made this one right here. All right.
You got ice cream on the bag.
I got ice cream on the bag, yep. Okay, so our objective today, I was wanting us to go into the standard deviation projection of the 3.5 to 4 from this manipulation leg right here. Let me actually check this real quick. Yep. And we did actually tap discount. We tapped it yesterday. And so really the market could go either way. From tapping discount, we can either just go down or we can go back up to this standard deviation projection. So today was not really high probability until we tapped here or until we got a rejection and broke this low. So going into the morning here on the 1 minute chart, let's replay the action. Wait, no, not that. Okay. Okay, so here we were by this morning, and something to note about this is we have this massive fair value gap. We had the 8:30 news dumped us, which is not what I wanted to see. As of last night's charting session, I said I wanted it to pump, and it did the absolute opposite, and it dumped, right? So looking at this, if we take the top of this range to the bottom, and we mark out discount, you could possibly see a rejection off of premium here, and head down to the lows. So looking at this, let's see if there was any SMTs here, these highs. So we do not have an SMT here. So this is where you would kind of look at action. We have this fair value gap here that was created on the expansion move downwards after tapping premium of the range. And here we are into this fair value gap. So if I was to take a trade off of this, well, number one, we have it tapped right here first, and the target of that would be this low. We also have been respecting this 1 minute, so this is an area of support. We came down, we reacted off of it again, and then we came back up. And then let's see if there's an SMT down here. There was no SMT, but there was a internal SMT right here. And so we pumped up. This is the high that is projected from this SMT. So we did take out this high right here and retesting this 1 minute again. So let's see what happens here. So we ended up breaking up the 1 minute. We formed this new 1 minute. So by looking at this, I would be pretty bullish. And as you can see, we sort of just consolidated all right before market open. Is there an SMT right here? So this is also an SMT. ES created equal lows while NQ created a higher low. We got to kind of see what happens here. So yeah, right here is the SMT at market open. We got to pump up, and from this, your target would probably be this high because this is the high of the SMT. So this would be your internal scalp target. And we actually ran all the way up to buy side here. So now what I would want to see after this, I would either want to see, are we going to go up to this 96 area? So I was watching ICT at the time, and he did say that this is an area that he wants to see get taken out. The reason why is because on this 15-minute range, this is sort of the high that is most prominent here, and I believe this lines up somewhere with OTE. Let's check. So yeah, this high is around this OTE range. So let's see what happens here. We ended up just dumping. So we swept this low, or we swept this high, dumped, and we also have a respect of this 5 minute fair value gap in play. So right here, after seeing this, I would be pretty bullish, or sorry, pretty bearish. The only thing is that we have tapped discount of this fractal. So I'd want to see what happens here. We do have no fair value gaps here. we sort of consolidate around here. We actually come back up and do an internal sweep of this high. But once again, we did not tap this. So looking at this right here, I actually did enter a position. My position was going to be an internal scalp, and it was very unfortunate. So let's look at this. Yep, so right here, actually don't believe there was an SMT. No, there was no SMT right here. Wait, actually, yes there was. So right here there was a small SMT. And then it did get broken by this low, but we had an internal sweep here, which could be considered turtle soup. Oh yeah, right here is an SMT. So right here's your internal SMT. We also did tap down into this discounted 1 minute for value gap at this range and created SMT. We got a strong push up, and I put in my position, I believe I put in a starter position right here. So of this range right here, we came down, tap discount, and I had a long position right here. And I was targeting this high up here. And so there was also going to be news at 10 a.m. So I put my stop down at this low. We came up here and we ended up getting, how many ticks away? I think 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. So we were 3 ticks away. Yep, 3 ticks away from taking that. So that was pretty unfortunate. But then it came down. I had my stop at break even. And we actually came down and just stopped me out. So that was fine. That was a break even trade. No money lost. Then right here we do have equal lows. So this is a target for later. And I would not be taking any more longs until this low is taken. So playing out structure here. Right here is where we take out the low. And we actually also took out this low. So I want to see if there was an SMT with this as well. There's no SMT here. So far we had no SMTs, but right here is a sweep of this low. So after this, after we broke out of this fractal, I want to see, are we going to respect any of these fair value gaps and head lower? If we do respect any of these fair value gaps, then my bias will be bearish. And so let's see what happens here. So we're in it right here. We also created this 5 minute. We're in the 5 minute, and we run through it, and we come back up here. So today, especially since we have no bias because we did tap discount, we also did take out this low. We could really either go any way. From this low, I was wanting us to respect off discount for a good move, but we actually came up and swept these highs. So as of right here, I have no bias. Just sort of want to see structure get played out. So we ended up just dumping again. And did we create an SMT up here? We did not create an SMT. Did we create one down here? So at the moment, right here we had an SMT, but it did quickly get broken. We actually came down and basically just sold off the rest of this morning into lunch. And in this right here, there was really no good opportunity for trades. Don't think, actually I want to see if there's an SMT up here. I don't think there was though. No, so there was no SMT up here, but right here there was. So right here there was an SMT created because ES had equal highs, and we ended up actually dumping after this. The only problem is that we did not respect this 1 minute right here, and so that is also what made me stay in the trade. After we failed to take this high, if we came back up and respected this for value gap, I would have taken out for profit, but we did not. And we actually just came up. I think we tapped OTE of this range. Yep, so right here you can see we respected OTE. and then we just ended up selling off. So again, structure was really not that good today. I do expect it to get good Wednesday. That's kind of what I said earlier this week. Wednesday we will have a pretty efficient move. But yeah, and then playing out the rest of the day, I really didn't care too much to look at the markets because our objective had been taken. And I really didn't want to see us sell off anymore. But another thing you could look at right here is discount of this range. So you can see we tapped a discount here. And again, I would want to see a sell model to go lower. So looking at the 1 minute here, is there any SMTs? So right here we do have an SMT. And it was broken. Wait, yeah, that was this. So SMT broken right here. There's no SMT. And then since we also had these bearish for value gaps, I'd want to see, you know, us respect off of these. Maybe respect another internal bearish for value gap. And we ended up just going down, not really tapping it. And then that's kind of where we are right now in the charts. So price is not too efficient, but there are days like that. I am break even for the day. And let's check tomorrow's news. So tomorrow we have 8:15 employment change, and then there's PMI. So PMI and Jolt jobs opening is going to cause a lot of volatility. It's going to clean up the action. And then at 2 p.m. we also have FOMC statement, FOMC press conference. And then we also have Macklem speaks. I really don't know much about Macklem, but that is after I'd be trading anyways, so not too worried about that. But yeah, that's really all I have for this charting session. I hope you all learned a little bit out of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.